Francisco 49ers. Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here in this first series. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
First carry for Thomas Rawls. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. Third down now following the run. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. First down, this is Rawls. And a solid run down inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. There's Wilson to throw. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 54 yards away. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, there's what we call an even front or an odd front. And an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the two defensive tackles in a four-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's go! Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! Philly, here we landed! No, check! Patriot! Back 99, Philly, here we go!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Michael Bannon, and it'll be a second and long. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. A nice pick up there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down.
Let's go! Green, 39! Green! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Over! Leopard!
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished second. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit.
Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jimmy Graham, 78 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Throwing on second. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Wilson going to give to Rawls. And a solid run down inside the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is knocked down from the side, right around the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On first down, Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Reuben Foster able to drop him for a loss of 4. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. Reuben Foster in there to drop him for the 2nd straight play. They may want to block him on 3rd down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Take care of Dean. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down now after the sack.
Here we go now. Green 39.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. I think you'd have to say this crowd here in Seattle, this 12th man, had something to do with that.
As well as the architect of this stadium. Combined with this crowd noise, makes it very difficult to run offense. And here, 2 points result for the defense.
It is deafening in here. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Wilson on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson now throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. 3rd down here.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Baldwin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawks 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jaron Reed in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On play action, now Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 5. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. A running play for Rawls. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They run with a power back. Rawls. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Counter play, Rawls. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd down, Rawls. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4 quarters, hours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Here we go now.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now come the Seahawks. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Reuben Foster in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Hey, big crowd right here.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baldwin. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Baldwin. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 60 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 59 yards.
Defending a deep route, even when it's thrown on time, is very difficult. But when he's able to maneuver outside of the pocket, that's almost unfair. He's bought extra time. His offensive line has protected him. And now when the ball's in the air, the guy downfield has a chance to make a better adjustment. That's just wrong on every level as far as the defender is concerned.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That defensive front 4 has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Again, it's high. Oh, no, he lost the football. And unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad. I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
This is Rawls. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Wilson wants to throw it. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Wilson to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're...